Here's the starting 7 for Jamaica, and you would have to say this is their best 7. Janelle Fowler and Shanice Beckford, such a combination in that shooting circle. And watch the back. Shamira Sterling, she dazzles at goalkeep, and she'll be picking up plenty of ball. But this too is a pretty good lineup. Joyce Mvula at goal shoot, and look out for Vinkumbu and Mtakuli.
10, 9, 8, 7.
Nicole Dixon get Jamaica underway against Malawi in this playoff for 5th and 6th. Sunshine Girls, of course, in the yellow.
Instruction goalkeeper.
Malawi in their distinctive red, green and black. Quick start for Jamaica.
Malawi.
Vantage contact, wing attack.
Malawi having to work here.
Throw in Jamaica.
Almost Mvula, but tremendous pressure from Shamira Sterling.
Time. This side
This is
goalkeeper.
a little bit of concern. Looks like she's just wrenched her ankle, Sterling.
Vantage hold, wing attack.
And look at that, she's holding on to the goalpost.
Oh,
Oh, it went off the side of Mvula's shoe.
Yeah, twinging that ankle.
A lovely high ball.
Janelle Fowler, she's been on song, hasn't she, in this competition? Such the steady rock for Jamaica.
Vantage breaking, wing attack.
She's missed just 9 goals in this whole week.
Malawi.
Well, it's not really a week, isn't it? We say it's a week, but then the days blur, and I think it's more like 10 days. Double thumbs up from Fowler.
Contact centre.
Oh, Vazi and Dixon having a good old tussle on the top of the circle.
But nice play to open that up. Chimilero running the baseline just to pull Ward away from the work that she's been doing with Sterling.
Game centre obstruction.
Good hustle, Vinkumbu.
Throw in Jamaica, centre third.
Well, look, they're significantly shorter, these Malawi defenders, but they hustle and bustle.
Contact goal defence. Where you are.
A great pairing, Mtakuli and Vinkumbu.
But missed there for
Change
Beckford,
offside.
right under the post. Wazi, lovely high ball over the top.
Ah, somehow Mvula gets through. Oh, now listen, just
Hold
well,
time,
it's just
an injury to
out
the
of your
goalkeeper.
screen, but you can see there.
With the centre.
So Sterling,
With you, centre.
I'll tell you what, this will send shivers down the spine of the Adelaide Thunderbirds coaching staff. She is one of their stars.
Yeah. So that was the first one where she landed on the foot and twinged it, and then that second intercept,
Game centre obstruction.
again getting a little knock, and I think that was the one too much.
With the goal attack. Goal defence contact.
You can see there the staff paying Sterling plenty of attention. Jamaica move out to a 4-1 lead, early stages. Oh, and that was a gimme for Vangelie Williams, and somehow she keeps it in.
So good. She's been strong in that wing defence position,
Side wing.
coming out for intercepts, making it really difficult for the wing attacks to get any type of flow. Great intercept from Vangelie Williams.
Break wing defence. Goalkeeper contact. Where you are.
Check out the pace and the strength just to keep
Contact,
that one
goal
on court.
defence.
So Katie Ann Haney now on court at goalkeep for Jamaica.
Goal defence.
also playing out in Australia at the Melbourne Vixens.
Chimolero, first miss for her. But look how quickly Jamaica can transition this ball down the court. They'll be so disappointed that they're playing off for
Jamaica.
5th and 6th rather than in that top 4 going for the gold medal.
And it just shows how tough this World Cup is, isn't it, Pam? I mean, essentially they lost 2 games. But the one that did the most damage was that very first loss to South Africa. It was a thrilling game, but it did for them, really, because it pitched them against England very early, and that game really against England decided which way they'd go.
Malawi.
Yeah, they lost to England 56-48 the day after they played South Africa.
Yeah, better build up here from the Queens. That was ambitious.
It was indeed, especially with that range of Dehaney. Just need to be careful. And that was better, just using that fake.
Contact, wing defense.
To get the defenders just to come off the body a little bit. Chimolero gets herself a little bit closer, and she's more accurate on that shot.
Odd-time injury, goal defense, Malawi.
So now there's a little bit of changing of the bibs here. We can see now Mtakuli, I think, is going off. Vinkumbu coming out to goal defence. And is that Nwira coming on?
Indeed. But with no pressure on, they were still just walking onto the court. Jamaica make an error and throw that ball off this back line.
Obstruction, wing defense. Varney's moving off wing, advantage obstruction centre.
And Vula, well, she's been the money maker for Malawi.
Yeah, returning back from injury, they missed her in those first couple of games where she wasn't able to play full quarters. But now she's come back strong. So accurate under the post, and she holds well for her feeders.
Goal defense.
Oh.
Well, I'm glad he's got those earphones. My word, it gets loud in the stadium. It's a fabulous arena.
Obstruction.
Yeah, especially after this morning's game, Zimbabwe versus Uganda. Both fans trying to outdo each other in terms of noise.
Centre contact, centre third. Obstruction keeper.
That's very calm and workmanlike from Jamaica. Well, no doubting who they're following.
Pretty obvious one there, yeah.
Obstruction, wing
But
defense.
yellow and green, Jamaican colours.
Could well be. They didn't look Jamaican.
Jamaica.
And Vula keeping Malawi in touch. They trail by
Varney's
4.
obstruction, goal attack.
And Vula playing for Manchester Thunder in the Super League just now. She won it, she was MVP.
Ah, that's the strength of Laurie. Oh, but how often do you see that? A defender go up, beautiful ball obtained and thrown away. Again, Vangelie Williams
involved in that.
Malawi.
So halfway mark, first quarter. 10-5, Jamaica leading. I mean, they would be the favourites to take this game, Jamaica, Pam, wouldn't they?
Yeah, definitely. As we were saying, yeah, really disappointed. They were one of the 5 teams that we thought could have a chance at lifting this trophy at the end. But being in that group with England, South Africa, 3-2 doesn't work too well, does it?
No, tough draw. And I think too, South Africa's performance yesterday against Australia absolutely earned a lot of respect from a lot of people, because Australia was looking shaky there for a little while.
Definitely. 2 goals in it. Closest ever in history in 2 of our semi-finals. England also unfortunate.
Well, that was an absolute thriller that I think everyone would acknowledge could have gone either way.
Jamaica.
Contact wing defence, centre third.
Grace Mwafulirwa having to stand down. Now a shooting show here from Janelle Fowler.
She's not missed yet, has she? 11 from 11. And it's her 30th birthday today.
Barney's contact centre.
Now snap shooting
Jamaica.
from Chimilero as well.
Barney's break goal attack.
Good to see plenty of fans into this
Wing defence
M&S Bank
construction.
Arena. I think most of them have just really made the comment that they just can't get enough
Contact goal
netball.
defence.
Yeah, it's been really good to see these world-class athletes on one court doing their thing.
Well, unlike other World Cups that go on for weeks upon weeks, this one only takes 10 days.
Yep, it's been crammed.
Well, it's because women are busy, Pam, and have things to do.
And what athletes,
beautiful
though.
vision.
Such good vision to be able to go day in, day out, 8 games in 10 days. We keep saying that. It's not easy. Great whip of a pass there, right under the post from Vula. Lovely work from Luazi.
This is a good effort from Malawi because they but Jamaica were able to get out to quite a lead early on. They've pegged them back.
Malawi.
It's now by 5.
Break
Great
goal
shot
attack.
over the shoulders of the Malawi bench.
Oh, Dehaney. She read that one well. How much elevation did she get? Backing up.
Well, the thing is, too, she is tall. She's taller than Sterling.
Jamaica.
Janelle Fowler, another player like many here who'll be returning down under to the Australian competition, which, unlike the British League and the New Zealand League, which are both finished, their season simply took a break in the middle.
Contact with the keeper.
So they are back into battle as soon as they
goal
get
defence.
home.
I think they only have a couple of weeks,
Malawi.
if that, off before. But we see this here from Dehaney. Such great timing, and look at that. She's tipped it on and she's straight on for the attack.
Barney's offside. Contact Malawi centre.
That's
Barney's
Wazi.
obstruction.
Good hustle from Ward. And again, just that pace for Jamaica, just that little bit superior at the moment to Malawi. 17 goals on the board already with just 13 minutes, with still, 3 minutes left on the clock.
And Sterling looking a bit disconsolate, and now we've got Khadija Williams calling time. So she's hobbling off. Sometimes, Pam, you see the hobble until they get to the edge of the court, and then the hobble goes away.
I know, and that's one of the rules I think needs to change, because you can only make a substitution if there's an injury on court or the opposite team calls a timeout for an injury, and then you can make a change. So you see players just like pointing to their ankle or pointing to their knee, and then the umpire blows time and then they make the sub. It would have been easier just to say, yeah, I'm going off, let's just swap it.
So what Jamaica have done is Adine Thomas has come on to the centre position, and Nicole Dixon has moved across from centre to wing attack.
Barney's obstruction, goal attack. Contact Jamaica centre, centre third. Barney's moving off centre.
Oh, fabulous lane from Dehaney. She's hit the ball as she went down. And you can see Thomas in at centre, Dixon at wing attack.
Both out. Jamaica.
Nice take.
Jamaica finished this quarter strongly. 18-10 they lead, just under 2 minutes left.
Yeah, and they'll be desperate to finish this competition on a high with that mistake. This is their lowest finish since 1995.
Oh, Vinkumbu
Contact.
looked a little bit relaxed.
Not normally do you send that ball back into your own circle because you give the shooters that opportunity to get an intercept, and that was close.
Well, we know Malawi are unorthodox, and often it serves them well. And they've got away with it, as Mvula adds one more.
Malawi.
Tandy Galetta, 50th test for her to Chimaliro,
Construction
50th
and
test
offside, wing
for her.
defence.
So great combination between these two over the years.
Goalkeeper obstruction.
Yeah, and a lovely bit of play just then with that 1-2 back and forth, just to get the right position in that circle.
Jamaica.
Bangs offside, wing attack.
You could see Nwira readying herself to go up for the big jump, but
Malawi.
no luck with Fowler. Always looks composed, Janelle Fowler. She's the captain of Jamaica this time round.
Barney's obstruction, wing defence.
And so time here for Jamaica to add one more.
Oh, lovely quick hands. Dixon a wing attack, just partnering well with Beckford.
Well, they scored that goal in 13 seconds. So Jamaica in charge at the moment after the first quarter of this playoff for 5th and 6th. It is Jamaica leading Malawi 2013.
Quarter one, Jamaica leading the way. Well, don't go anywhere, we've got a special announcement.
Wazi for Malawi, but it's through like, well, like a rocket.
Yeah, Dixon at wing attack coming right off that centre pass line, hungry for ball.
No, that wasn't the plan for the Queens, I'm sure.
Jamaica.
Bangs break, goal attack.
Great support around the edge of the circle for Jamaica. Fowler able just to swing it
Try
around,
Malawi.
but she misses that one.
Gosh, she's come on so much as an athlete, Janelle Fowler. I remember in the early days, she came out to play in New Zealand in the ANZ Championship, and she was a great shooter as long as she was right under the pole. But as the years have passed, her skills have just broadened.
Yeah, totally agree with you there, Jenny. Now we see her shoot from anywhere in the circle. And her ball handling is what I've been really impressed with, how she offloads around the edge of the circle.
And here's another one who's benefited from overseas competition, Joyce Mvula. I think you mentioned earlier, Pam, now ensconced with the Manchester Thunder. And just being developed, just as I say that, as a class player.
Jamaica.
All close to 3 for Dixon. And that's the second one Vangelis put out over the side, Vangelie Williams.
Yeah, she's been so solid in defence in terms of grinding down and getting those intercepts, but on attack, a couple of balls have been loose and not found their mark.
Barney, contact, wing attack.
Having a little hug in the centre third. Wow, what a pass.
Oh, what a pass to be followed by that!
That no look. Little tip off to Chimaliro, phenomenal. And they managed to keep it on the court.
And Chimaliro finishes the job. Just take a look at this between Mvula and Chimaliro.
Oh, I love it. Chimaliro didn't even see it coming, but she just
Offside,
managed
wing
to
attack,
keep
goal
it on
third.
court.
Goal third.
Goal third.
Offside, goal third.
Well, Malawi leading this quarter 3-1. It is only 2.5 minutes old, but a good start for the
Bangs
Queens.
contact, wing attack.
Yeah, being patient with the ball, and a great hold from Mvula. Dehaney had no chance of coming round for that.
Advantage break.
Great feed. It's exactly the right space it needed to go into.
And now Malawi win possession back. Oh, I love the way she flies. But obviously something deemed incorrect about it.
Yeah, it seemed like she just caught the ball before she took off. If she had landed on 1 foot, though, that would have been fun.
Malawi.
Yeah. Oh, that was tight.
Throwing Jamaica.
Contact goal defence.
Oh, Chimilero. Hard fall.
Beside the goal defence.
Nice, Lawazi. Good composure, just stepping it and bouncing it round the defender.
Jamaica.
Chimilero finishing it off for her. And again, another mistake in the middle from Jamaica.
Range contact centre.
It's an amazing venue. This view just shows how much support we've got in this tournament.
Malawi.
Great setup. It's been phenomenal for these athletes to play. But look, great intercept. Chimilero making herself a nuisance on defence.
And look at the score, 22-19, and it might be about to change again. It is.
Jamaica.
Crowd getting in behind Malawi.
And again, Jamaica.
And here's another Jamaican calling time, just in the bottom left of your screen.
Main instruction centre.
Good from Malawi. Jamaica have taken their...
Jamaica goal defence.
It's
foot
Jodie
off
Ann
the
Ward.
pedal.
I think she got a knock on the head or a knock on the eye. So a lot of changes here. And I think there might be a little bit of juggling. I think that's Stacey and Facey coming on. It is. Very experienced campaigner.
Oh, and Captain Fowler getting one back for her team.
Advantage contact, wing attack. Contact, goalkeeper.
Yeah, important
Jamaica.
goal for Jamaica. They just needed to stop that run of scoring.
Yeah. And sometimes a little break in play is all you need just to settle the nerves,
Malawi.
regroup.
It's an interesting thing you say, actually, Pam, because every now and then you see some teams just saying, stopping play, we need to wipe the floor.
Yes.
And it's a great trick of, dare I say it, Courtney Bruce, one of the Australian players. She does sometimes quite a lot of floor wiping.
Jamaica.
Yep, because now there's no tactical timeouts. As we were saying earlier, it's only for an injury. So if you call time, someone has to leave the court. So if you just want to regroup as your 7, oh, lovely.
Called gamesmanship.
Yes, indeed.
Chimilero goes again, and Vula goes down. They're all down.
Main instruction, wing defence.
Facey plays on.
Contact.
Great work
Beside
to
the
just
keeper.
get straight back up there,
Beside the
Mvula.
keeper.
Lovely read of the
Instruction, goal
ball
defence.
from
Out of play.
Vinkumba at goal defence. Just to cut off the path and get an intercept.
Malawi.
Again, Malawi within 1 with the centre pass to come.
Advantage break, wing attack.
These are the sorts of games you love at the World Cup.
Great offload from Mvula, and Mvula holding so strong under the post.
Well, Malawi is the sort of
Right,
team
wing
that you
defence.
don't really want to give a sniff to, because once they do, man, they're hard to stop.
And they have come out all guns blazing in this second quarter.
Yeah, steady. Good from
Malawi.
Jamaica. Just keep it steady. Get the ball to Fowler. She'll do the rest. And you can see the difference in the amount of work these two teams have to do. Malawi need to work it round. Jamaica can just have a far more efficient path to the goal.
Yeah. Almost only 3 or 4, so that was down in 4 passes, whereas Malawi, you might see them take
goalkeeper.
6 to 8.
Malawi.
Yeah, Fowler looks up at the score. I don't think she'll be particularly keen on what she sees.
Throw in Jamaica.
And now it's Malawi who make one of those mistakes.
Yeah. 20 goals to 13 in the first quarter for Jamaica. It's currently 6-12. And Malawi, just in those key moments, that's what differentiates them. They needed to really put the foot down and make that one count. But they've let Jamaica get back again.
Barney just centre contact.
Alvin Kumbo still on the floor. And she is key to the chances of Malawi.
Do you want injury? Injury time?
She's,
Hold time.
the drums still beat in the stands. Everyone's talked about the Zimbabwe supporters, but I tell you what, Malawi have their own special
So she
brand.
has to be replaced. So goal defence has to be replaced.
As we just see, because Nkumbo called injury time, she has to come off the court and be replaced. As we heard Joshua Bowering, the umpire, saying.
And this woman is the obvious replacement, Caroline Mtukuli. She started at goal defence, now back in that same bib.
Contact centre.
Important for Malawi here that they don't lose too much of the flow that they had.
And dangerous. They do enjoy going back just to give themselves some more options, but so close.
Oh, nice pick up off the edge of the circle, Vangelie Williams. Great support. Wazi! And there you can see the change for Jamaica. Shamira Sterling back on court.
Fabulous play from Luwazi. Running her feet onto that one.
Malawi.
Well, what a good caught-up this has turned out to be. 13-9, Malawi at the moment leading it. Of course, Jamaica took the first 2013. Wow!
I love this. Such great confidence and skill level just to let that one go to her partner, Chimilero, under the post.
Oh, Luwazi again. She will run all day, the centre.
Look at this pass.
Obstruction. Advantage goal.
Lovely from
Malawi.
Mbula.
Advantage breaking.
And we see it again from the other angle, and it looks just as good.
Throw in, goal circle.
Now that one wasted by Malawi. And you can see Mbula making a suggestion for how it should go next time.
Yep.
Oh, Luwazi, oh, she lined that up.
When Fowler's on that front hold, there's little a goalkeeper
Jamaica.
can do.
Contact Malawi wing defence. Centre third. Centre third.
And that's when Jamaica make it look easy.
Malawi.
And they've pushed the buffer back out to 5. So they've done a good job here, the Sunshine Girls. They've
Great goal defence.
repelled, if you like, that latest assault by Malawi.
Yeah, But it's even the amount of attempts on goal. 34 for Jamaica, 33 for
Play
Malawi.
instruction offside, wing defence. Contact on the ball. Goal tax, ball step back, goalkeeper step in. Goalkeeper step in. Jamaica.
Hold time, that's an intentional break, wing defence, it's a caution. Wing defence, stand out of play as well. Wing defence, out of play.
So umpire Josh Bowring from Australia. Just making it clear to
Throw in, Jamaica.
Waffalewa that was
Circle.
intentional breaking. And of course, players will try it on, won't they? Anything
Goal
to get a
defence,
little bit of
contact with
advantage.
me.
Yeah. And they'll
Come
really
around.
work to that fine line. Exactly
With
what
the
can I
goal
do
attack, goal defence
that
come
doesn't pull the
beside.
umpire and get a penalty or a contact? And what is free flow?
Malawi. Advantage obstruction, wing attack.
Oh, too clever, too eager. Straight out of court from Mvula. That must have been tempting.
Yeah. And after that great run that they did where they were so composed, the trick shots occurred after the smooth play, but that was just a little bit too quick down the court.
Facey, great support. Fowler will haul this. Oh, great hands.
Contact, centre third.
Nancy strong, Stacey and Facey.
Contact, advantage offside, centre. Jamaica.
Just too much.
You see Mvula put a hand to her head, thinking, what was I thinking?
Exactly.
Wazi.
Contact, Malawi, centre.
Oh, bit of a tussle there.
Girls, Malawi centre, Jamaica centre. Don't go on with it.
I think if Luazi had just pulled out, Thomas would have gone off the back line.
Malawi.
Into the final minute of this first half. Jamaica leading 35-28. And again, they finished the quarter strongly.
That was great from Dixon at wing attack.
Offside, wing defence.
And they make it look so easy, don't they? But then they have these moments in a game where their minds just go and they make mistakes and the opposition are able to come back. Great follow-up there from Dixon and strength and core to be able to turn in the air.
Galetta nicely into Chimilero. Oh!
Contact. Where you are.
Not that time for Stacey and Facey. She's got beautiful timing at some of the time, and that's not the one for Jane Chimilero.
Thanks, moving.
So watch this. 1, 2. Oh, 2 passes and then a goal with 1 second on the clock. That is why Jamaica are so good at this game. Terrific class from the Sunshine Girls as they lead Malawi in this playoff game, 37-28 at halftime. Malawi in possession at the top of the second half here in Liverpool.
Contact, goalkeeper.
Teams playing for 5th place. And as we've mentioned earlier, Malawi will be delighted with that, and of course Jamaica disappointed.
Advantage goal, contact, goalkeeper.
And we see straight off the mark, Jamaica have made a change in their defensive end. Williams has gone into goal defense, Facey to goalkeeper. Up in the attacking end, Melda Aking on a goal attack to partner Fowler.
And this is interesting, isn't it? It's not often you see these 2 shooters in these 2 positions.
The tallest shooting circle ever.
Another change there for Jamaica.
Advantage obstruction, goal attack.
Facey in. At goal defence, Vangelie Williams also in that defensive circle.
Advantage obstruction.
Nice work.
Held ball.
Oh, I was just going to say nice work from Jamilera working her way in, but a held ball called. Just taking too long to put the shot up.
Malawi.
So you can see Vinkumbu back on court at goal defence for Malawi. And Takuli back on the bench. And those Malawi drums are still beating. And that must have... Oh, how did she do that? It just doesn't go in.
Advantage obstruction.
No,
We attack.
Mvula.
Advantage goal shooter
Lucky
obstruction.
there, great take to even strike, but Lawazi again. How many intercepts is she on? That must make 3 now. Clear take of the ball.
Jamaica.
Look at this feed, almost landing it, but then missing out on the shot.
Goalkeeper, contact with the goalkeeper. Goal defense, contact.
So both these shooters, much of a muchness in height.
Malawi.
1.96 for Aiken, 1.98 for Fowler. 1.96, that's 6'4". And the other way of measuring. Interesting thing to note too is that Jamaica actually had another 6'5" shooter in their squad, Shimona Nelson, who is playing out in Australia as well, pulled out of the squad.
Jamaica.
Yeah.
Wear and tear on her knee.
Attack.
But I wonder though, Pam, you know, if you have 3 shooters of that sort of height,
Goal defense beside.
can it be a clutter?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I think it almost was a, yes, they haven't reached that 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st playoff, but having 3 shooters in there, Beckford at goal attack would have had to run the whole game. I know they're playing Imelda Aiken at goal attack, but she's not as comfortable in that position as she is a goal shooter.
Attack.
No, and I've
Well,
always
you
thought that
are
that was
goal
one of
defence.
Jamaica's strengths, really, that lovely combination between the big, tall shooter
Advantage obstruction,
back
goal
and
attack.
these brilliant goal attacks. A little bit like the way you used to play, and I'm sure you still do. But, you know, the fast running circle.
Jamaica.
5-2 in this
Goal defense.
3rd quarter, pushing Jamaica out to a 12-goal lead.
Jamaica starting this quarter as Malawi did in the 2nd with this run of goals.
Contact center.
Aiken missing right under the post.
Advantage obstruction, we attack.
She struggled a little bit over the season and in this tournament on her shooting percentages.
Goalkeeper contact.
She's a great character of the game, Romelda Aiken, the first
to keep up.
sort of Jamaican pioneer, if you like, to go out and play in Australia in the ANZ Championship as it then was.
Obstruction, advantage goal.
And she's still there, and as I understand it, has no plans for retirement. She's only 30.
Well, that's it. Sometimes we forget how young some of these players started off. And yeah, Aiken has really crafted her trade and made her mark down.
Well, and she's paved the way for so many other players, and not just in Jamaica, but I think others. Malawi is another one, have seen the example she set and thought, hey, I can do that. I can make a career out of playing netball.
Definitely. Mvula for Malawi.
Mwenda from Malawi, still
yes.
recovering from that ACL rupture.
And also Peace Piscovia
Obstruction.
from Uganda, who we saw earlier. Mary Cholhock.
Advantage moving off goalkeeper. Jamaica.
And it makes you wonder, doesn't it, what else is going to happen as a result of these players from all these 16 countries being seen at an event like this. There are scouts and coaches from all over the world here. They're looking for talent. Well, we've seen a fair bit over the last 10 days.
Definitely. I think there's going to be quite a few of the players that were relatively unknown coming into this competition who will get those contracts.
Oh, can she? Yes, she can.
Oh, great work, Mbula.
Contact on the land, goal defence. That's it.
Chimilero just needing
Goal
to get
defence not
her
out of
percentages
place,
a little
stand
bit
away.
higher just to help Malawi when they are getting these
Malawi.
opportunities. So good from her to sink that one. And it's their centre pass now. Oh, all alone under the post. Fabulous vision.
Jamaica.
(6-5) Malawi in this quarter.
Goal defence. Goal defence, come beside.
Luwazi again, what a whip of a pass.
Malawi.
Halfway mark, third quarter, Malawi desperately trying to catch Jamaica. Jamaica leading 43-34.
Step back.
Step it back, goal attack, come up.
Oh, how did she catch that? I thought that was sailing into the crowd. Great hands, Mbula.
Great skill work. And as I say, great hands.
Bunny's break.
Again, another Luwazi pass. She's got her iron into Mbula.
Danger offside. Throw in, Malawi.
Again, another miss from Aiken, right under that post.
Well, to be honest, we're used to seeing her miss, but we're not used to seeing her not getting the rebound.
That's very true, Jenny, yes.
Bunny's offside, wing attack.
Nice from Luwazi and Chimilero. Just sweeping round the back.
Malawi.
So another push from Malawi.
Whip it of a pass.
It's a lovely understanding, isn't it, between Chimilero and Mbula, the way they work that circle.
Bunny's obstruction.
Alvin Kumbu, lucky enough to have no one there.
Oh, close. Aiken's hands nearly getting on that. But they're just confident enough to play this ball round. Wait for the space to open up.
Obstruction centre.
Nice work. Galetta there, just giving a little fake pass to making Williams move.
What for?
And then Chimilero pops
for?
free.
What for? Hold time injury to the centre.
So this time it's Dean Thomas with an injury problem.
Don't think much of an injury.
He's Khadija Williams. So that little switch was all about getting Nicole Dixon back into the centre position.
Yeah.
And Khadija Williams coming on at wing attack.
Aiken finally gets one on the board.
Barney's obstruction, wing defence. Wing defence, contact. Wing defence, come up.
Oh, nice take. And good awareness there just to use Galetta on the edge of the circle to steady herself, pass it out, get it back in again. Mvula loving the play right now.
Malawi.
Just over 4 minutes remaining in this third quarter. 45-38.
Construction goal attack. Causing contact, goal defence, advantage goal. Jamaica.
Aiken, what will she do? Just wait for
Nice
Dixon to
contact,
come
centre.
through.
Goal defence, contact.
You can see the Malawi players trying to keep Aiken out of the circle.
Yeah, trying to make it one-on-one in that circle with just Fowler in there. But she's so strong, isn't she, on the take?
Advantage break, goal
wing
defence.
And when you've got a, oh my days,
Obstruction, keeper.
again, Lawazi
Jamaica.
finding Mvula under the post from the centre of the court. Oh, I love that.
Contact centre.
Well, such delivery, but they're going to need more of those, Malawi, if they're to run down this Jamaican side.
Yep, they're going to need some turnover. And again, Lawazi. She has been outstanding.
Advantage goal, contact, goal defence.
And they're making the most, aren't they,
Jamaica.
of not the tall, too tall defenders for Jamaica being in the circle at the moment.
Yes, being able to play over the top of it with the likes of Sterling and Dehaney on the bench for Jamaica. They're using that aerial prowess very well, Malawi.
Of course, that's a position that sometimes this young woman turns up in. Romelda Aiken has been known to be in the defensive circle and pretty menacing.
Yeah.
Oh, straight through the hands of Galetta.
Jamaica.
Jamaica's starting to peg this one back a little bit now. 13 all in this quarter.
Obstruction keeper.
And Jamaica hit
Malawi.
50. So Malawi are going to have to pull out something pretty special if they're to catch Jamaica. They trail by 9. There is another quarter to come, of course.
Throw in Malawi.
Oh, Evangeline Williams,
just
she's been
inside.
quick. Oh, careless. That's just careless.
Yeah. Not as sharp as they have been around that edge of the circle. Chimolero just rolling that one through the hands of Galetta.
Contact wing defence. Wiwa. Jamaica.
Well, they've got it out to 10 goals now. Jamaica 51-41. A chance
Contact,
of
Wiwa.
more to come. Oh, she has a little bit of a laugh, Romelda Aiken. As the hooter goes for the end of the third quarter. And it was a good one for Jamaica. They've had to battle along this very determined Malawi side, but at the break, it is Jamaica in control, leading Malawi 52-41. Jamaica looking perhaps just a shade weary as they bring their way onto the court. 15 minutes of netball left for these players. Final quarter underway. The playoff for 5th and 6th. 52-41. Jamaica leading Malawi at the moment. So it's certainly not out of Malawi's reach, but, you know, it's going to be a hard job to try and rein in Jamaica.
Yeah, definitely, especially with Jamaica being so quick to be able to score. They've put Dehaney back in at goalkeeper, we see there. Jodianne Ward has come back on at goal defence. So those aerial balls that we saw in that last quarter potentially won't be able to get through to Mvula now.
Goal attack. Malawi.
Chimilero left with a few options until the last minute. Oh, Dixon was having a little fly at that.
Lovely take. Mvula just not able to convert.
Phase contact, goal attack. Obstruction, goal attack.
So defensive changes there for Jamaica.
Finding obstruction, wing defence. Obstruction, goalkeeper. Jamaica. Contact, goalkeeper. Malawi.
It's a strong start by the Sunshine Girls, 55-42. Malawi has never beaten Jamaica. Oh, Evangeline Williams did well to get the tip, just couldn't rein it in.
Yep, she's done well in that wing defence position over this tournament. She's really made it her own, and this pressure from the Jamaican defence causing the error for Malawi straight off the back line. Williams we see here.
Offside, Malawi centre. Offside.
And as I say, Malawi have never beaten Jamaica, but that was a lovely tip from Chimilero. And the last time they played, which was World Cup in Sydney, this very same game, 63-62. Just one goal in it.
So really showing how far Malawi have come over the 4 years.
Yeah, and I think they came here with a bit of a point to prove, Malawi, that ranking of 9 was an aberration. And it was really just because, I think as much as anything, they hadn't played many tests, and they can be a bit misleading sometimes.
Yeah, definitely, and that's exactly it. World ranking positions are based on who you beat and how many matches you play. And Malawi haven't had those opportunities to play as many matches, hence the slip in their world ranking.
Malawi.
Straight through the middle, Vinkumbo to Mvula.
Contact wing defence. Beside the wing. Main instruction centre.
Nice work, Dehaney.
Possession Malawi centre.
Nice feed from Lawazi. And a good finish off from Mvula.
Jamaica.
Vantage obstruction centre.
Oh, yes, you can't do that and expect to get around to Kondwalazi. She's done everything today.
Wing defence.
She has just run and run at this centre position. She's got intercepts, she's got tips. She's also fed so well. Oh, unlucky. Mvula throwing her body, trying to get that pass off, but defensive pressure too strong from Jamaica.
Malawi.
Fowlerwood continues that accuracy, only missing one so far this whole game.
Yes, Katie Ann Dehaney is on to that.
Yeah, she's seen it happen to her teammate 3 times before. She wasn't going to let it happen to her. Now she's back on court at goalkeeper.
Oh, misunderstanding. Well, Dixon just took her eye away, rather. And didn't see that her teammate had moved. Little opening for Malawi.
Nice play around the circle.
Jamaica.
Dehaney just a lovely backing up.
Jamaica.
Break, wing attack.
And then Dixon's fumble. Just the miscommunication and then not being able to recover quick enough before the ball left her hands.
Tandy Coletta there at wing attack. Her bibs folded down, but that is her. She's done a power of work on the edge of the circle for Malawi.
Yeah. Just been that option when they needed someone just to lay it off and get themselves into a better position, or to hit that circle edge to feed Mvula. She's been really key.
Throw in Jamaica, goal third.
Everyone doing what they can to keep that ball alive.
Contact, goal defence.
Through Nkumbo. Not cleanly, though.
That's it. Jamaica. Vantage contact centre.
Oh, she gets it back.
Vantage offside, wing defence. Malawi.
Fowler has been so key for Jamaica.
Centre, contact centre third at the transverse line. Goal defence, contact. Just around here, with the inside the goal circle, beside the goal defence.
Oh, desperately they try to get it in, and then Mvula.
Jamaica.
Fowler doing what Robbie Fowler did for Liverpool. Scoring so many goals.
Vantage goal obstruction.
Six and a half minutes remaining in this 5th-6th playoff. Jamaica have done well here because they've been playing an unorthodox opponent. And look, it's a country they don't play that often, and they're a dangerous opponent, aren't they? Because, you know, Jamaica would have been the favourites to win this, but up against a team that you know is just going to do all sorts of tricks.
Goal shooter Malawi.
Yeah. And what they've done, though, also they've played different combinations and styles. Malawi have come back at them. Aiken, we see, go to the bench. And Robinson comes on at goal attack. More natural goal attack, you would say.
Yes. Nice acknowledgement of Aiken as she goes to the bench.
Vantage obstruction, wing defence.
And who knows, that could well be the last time
Vantage
we see her at a World
Vantage
Cup.
offside centre at the top.
But then who knows? World Cup 2023 in Cape Town. First time in an African continent. And it promises to be quite something.
Contact wing defence, advantage offside. Change wing defense obstruction. Contact.
We've seen Cindy Sintowe come on at goal attack for
Vantage, contact, goal attack. Contact, wing
goal
defense.
attack. She's at goal shoot.
Vantage moving off, wing defense.
Great start for Robinson.
Malawi.
Just come on off the bench, and she shoots her first one.
Throw in.
There's Sintowe. Yes, I was looking for her, thinking she'd come on at goal attack, but indeed, no, she's come on at goal shoot, replacing Mvula. And that's what you call a definite jump.
Yes, it's a definite take of the ball, making sure of her landing. How much energy has she got?
Oh, great defensive work, Dehaney. Little back pass from Williams to Williams.
Vantage, contact, centre. Obstruction, advantage goal. Injury. Hold time, centre, injury.
So Jamaica now just running their bench. Everyone's getting a chance on court. Fowler gets a rest and an applause from the crowd as she goes to the bench.
Vantage, obstruction, goal attack. Obstruction, wing defence, goal third.
So we can now say
Vantage
that
moving
wasn't the
off,
last
wing
time
defence.
we'll see
Throw in
Romelda
Malawi.
Aiken at a World Cup. Here she is a couple of minutes later. So the shuffle
Hold
there
time.
between the two talls.
Offside. Just move across. Goal third. Where you are.
So that score suggesting a not particularly close game, but it almost doesn't tell the true story, does it?
No, so true. And Malawi have had those elements in this game where they've just so pushed on, they've taken the lead, but it's just been those last couple of minutes of each quarter that Jamaica have been able to push on and show their strength and retake. So having won all the quarters, Jamaica. But fair play to Malawi, they really brought it to them, but just couldn't sustain it.
And I guess Malawi possibly paying the price for a poor first quarter. Oh, Dehaney again. Just couldn't keep it in court.
Yeah, because first quarter 2013, the second and third only lost by 2. But this last quarter just slipping away from them a little bit.
Sintowe, experienced campaigner, now back at shooter. There she is. They call her the sniper. 68th test today.
Contact, goalkeeper. Goalkeeper out of play.
Lovely.
Malawi.
Beautiful shot there from Robinson.
Over the shoulder of Janelle Fowler. And I just wonder what sort of celebrations we'll see from both these teams. Facey now back on at wing defence.
Sintowe running that baseline nicely. Just a pop free from the defenders and a little underarm pass to a teammate. Not giving up.
And I'm sure shortly
Contact,
we'll hear
goalkeeper.
the players and the coaches talk for themselves, but I can't imagine that Malawi will be disappointed with this. I mean, of course they would have wanted to
Throw
win,
in Jamaica.
but they are going to finish
Goal line.
6th, which is a lot better than 9th. It's a lot better than their ranking,
That's it.
and it's probably where
Obstruction.
they feel that they deserve to be.
Malawi.
And lucky Malawi just trying to get that one last intercept.
Throw in Jamaica. Hold time. Yeah, inside the circle, throw in. Inside the circle, throw in.
Header for Macon.
Jamaica.
And I'm sure she'll be wanting
break,
one
wing
more.
Defense.
Oh, not that time. A bit ambitious.
Obstruction. The whole time.
So they'll hold the clock. Whether or not it's enough time for Malawi to get it down. She needs to put it up, but there is no time left. Jamaica take 5th place at the Netball World Cup 2019. Malawi are 6th. Entertaining game between these two countries.
Final score, Jamaica 68, Malawi 50. Congratulations to Malawi as well for finishing 6th.
So here's the huddle in the end, 68-50. Jamaica way too strong
One more time for Jamaica.
for the Queens of Malawi. They took every quarter, 20-13, 17-15, 15-13, and then another strong one at the end, 16-9. So Jamaica, I think, will be well pleased with that effort, because it can be hard, can't it, getting up for a game that perhaps you didn't really want to be playing in.
Yeah, definitely. Once they knew they could not make that top 4, you could see them visibly fall and get low, but they've really picked themselves up, and every time they've stepped onto the court, they've put out that prowess and they've put out that performance, and they've finished as high as they possibly could following the exit from that first group.
Jenny, well, Janelle Fowler, Jamaica arrived, didn't they, with so much hope and expectation, and personally for you, it's been a great competition, hasn't it? I've lost count of your players of the match, but overall, how do you reflect on this World Cup?
It's mixed feelings at the moment, bittersweet, because we finished 5th and we wanted to do better than that, but we still fought to the end, you know, to help hold ours up high, so it was okay.
If you could do one thing differently, what would it be over the last week and a half?
Minimize our turnovers with South Africa and England.
It was always going to be a tough group, wasn't it? How do you go about sort of rebuilding confidence and looking forward to the next 4 years cycle? Because you've clearly got some of the most talented players in the world.
Yeah, we do have some talented players. We just have to know how to use them properly and get the best out of them on court. So, as you say, we just have to go back to the drawing board and make better next World Cup.
Does that include maybe changes at certain levels if the coach isn't getting the most out of the players?
It depends. If they see that changes needed to be made, hopefully it will be made. So let's see what happens.
Just finally, happy birthday. I hope you're going to go and celebrate somewhere. It's the big 3-0, isn't it?
Yeah, thank you very much.
What are you going to do?
I don't know. I hope my teammates treat me to something, but yeah.
Teammates, you've been warmed. Well played, Janelle Fowler. Been a pleasure to watch you over the last week and a half. Thank you. Marvette, it's 5th place, isn't it? Certainly not what you wanted. So how do you look back at the last 10 days or so? It's 5th place. It's not what you wanted. But how do you look back on the last 10 days?
As an experience, you don't always get what you expect. We are 5th in the world. We're 16 teams here. We're 5th, and we appreciate that.
If you could start the World Cup tomorrow, what would you do differently?
I would, as a coach, I would probably talk to the players more about the importance of keeping possession of the ball. I think we were hurt by our turnovers throughout, so that's something that we'll have to work on.
We know there's a lot of noise from back home. Do you hope you'll be given another opportunity to lead this side into a major championships?
It is what it is. Whatever happens when I get back home, just deal with it when I get back home.
Well played on getting 5th today. Thank you, Marvette. White, come and see us. I'm pleased to see the bow tie's still on.
Yes, please.
It was always going to be a tough ask out there, but your girls stayed with Jamaica, didn't they, for almost the entire game? How pleased are you with the 6th place finish?
Well, we are not very happy with the position number 6 because that's where we have been before. So this is an indication that we haven't improved at all. But when it is the height that has let us down against this game against Jamaica. But we're going to do our homework and maybe improve in the next tournament.
How important is it to get your players into the big leagues in England and Australia and New Zealand to help them make that step up, to make them more comfortable playing against the best players in the world week in, week out? Is that how you're going to improve?
Yeah, that's the only solution. Because if we just play local or African games, we won't improve anymore. We just have to go ask the government, because we are sponsored fully by the government, if they could find some funds for us to expose our players. But otherwise, we have gained quite a lot here. You could see we're making a team when we're right in the competition. We didn't expose our players. So making this and coming up to the big tournament like this one, and with tall players like the Jamaicans, we had problems. But I think we'll go home and do our homework well.
And just finally, your personal highlight from the last week and a half at this World Cup?
Okay, can you come again? I didn't get.
What's your personal highlight been?
Well, we have done well. The competition has been so well. We saw big teams falling. England, we didn't expect England to fall and fail to qualify for the finals. But here we are. That's a game. Anything can happen in a game. Any simple mistake, that's all you are done. Sure.
Well played over the last 10 days. It's been great fun watching you. Thank you very much, White.
Thank you.